basically everybody was saying that they think Porsha did it, okay? They think Porsha called ICE on him because they was arguing over social media last week.
Simon Gia's past is finally catching up to him, and this time, there's no escaping the consequences. After years of skirting the system and overstaying his welcome in the United States, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, has him locked up. To make matters worse, his estranged wife, Porsha Williams, has made it clear she wants no part of his troubles. Simon Gia, who originally entered the U.S. from Nigeria in 1982, has been playing a dangerous game with immigration laws for decades. By 1985, he had already overstayed his visa and was declared deportable. However, that didn't stop him. In 1986, Simon somehow managed to re-enter the US, only to overstay again. This time, he wasn't just breaking immigration laws, he was committing fraud. In 1987, he was arrested and pleaded guilty to bank and credit card fraud. You'd think that would have been the end of his US stay, but Simon's luck seemed endless. Despite 2 more arrests, Simon was not permanently deported until 1992. However, in a dramatic twist, he returned to the US just a month later. By 2016, Simon was aiming for permanent residency and applied for naturalization. However, his application was denied, and the government wasn't buying his claims for US citizenship. Despite this, Simon continued to live a lavish life in America, rubbing elbows with reality TV stars, securing business deals, and flaunting his flashy lifestyle on Instagram. But it seems Simon's good fortune has run out. ICE finally caught up with him, and according to records from the Department of Homeland Security, he is now in custody at the Stewart Detention Center in Lumpkin, Georgia. His past actions have come back to haunt him, and now he faces serious consequences. Meanwhile, Porsha Williams, who has distanced herself from Simon for some time, wasted no time in publicly declaring her stance. After news of Simon's detention broke, she took to Instagram to state that it was disheartening to see her estranged husband make choices leading to this outcome. She emphasized that her priority now is to move forward with her family, making it clear that she's done with the mess Simon has created.
Now, I don't know how the ICE thing work or whatever, but I do need to know what y'all got to say about this. Do you think that Porsha deliberately called ICE on him because of the argument?
But fans aren't buying Porsha Williams distancing from Simon Gia, with many claiming she married him for money. They point to their lavish royal wedding and globe-trotting lifestyle, arguing that Porsha knew exactly who Simon was and shouldn't now play the victim. Their relationship has been a legal roller coaster, with Simon and Porsha tying the knot in November 2022, first with a traditional Nigerian ceremony, followed by an American wedding. However, by February 2024, the honeymoon phase was over. Just before ICE came for Simon, he filed a motion to force Porsha to attend their upcoming divorce hearing in person, despite the option for virtual attendance. Some fans even speculate that Porsha's actions may have contributed to Simon's detention.
To say about this, do you think that Porsha deliberately called ICE on him because of the argument? And then some people were saying that Porsha called ICE because she wanted to keep the house. You know what I'm saying? Like everything he had here in America. And I don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying? Would she be able to keep the house if he got deported? Like, how does that work?
Just weeks before his arrest, Simon was acting completely unbothered, posting an Instagram flex about how long he'd been living in the US. He wrote, "Happy Tuesday to all who ever overcame and persevered in life. You are winning number 42 years living in America." However, ICE had other plans. The question now is whether Simon will finally be deported for good. Given his history, he's managed to slip back into the US before, so it remains to be seen if this time will be different. If you thought this drama was wild, just wait for the tea in our next video. Things are about to get even juicier.